Tag and Brag Nation, what is up? It is Thursday, December 3rd. Hopefully everybody had a safe and happy and fulfilled Thanksgiving with family and friends. We are back for another episode on Tag and Brag TV. So I'm not gonna lie, this week has been a little bit boring for us. The deer activity has been vacant at best. I don't think I've seen a deer in the woods since Friday. Last Friday, a week ago almost. That's insane. That's insane. It is Shotgun Week in Ohio. Shotgun opened on Monday. Seen a lot of big deer go down, especially pictures popping up on Facebook and Instagram. For whatever reason, for us, the deer activity has just come to a complete halt. And we've had a great season so far. Certainly can't complain, but it just starts to kind of spur your brain. Why is that? Where are the deer going? What are they doing? I mean, obviously, the temperatures have been warm, unseasonably warm. I mean, even our trail camera activity, to be honest, has gone considerably downhill. So I was reading this article this morning. It was about the deer numbers declining as a whole throughout the country. And the harvest numbers are proving that. It brought up factors like weather, CWD, kind of outside factors that are really out of our control. But then it brought up hunters in general and kind of the management strategy that's been ingrained into us over the last maybe 5 to 10 years in don't shoot small bucks, let them grow, and in turn hunters are shooting a lot more doe, and that may be the reason why the deer population is declining. And if you think about it, last year, for instance, up in New York, we shot 5 mature doe off our property last year. Up there we hunt 120 to 150 acres. So those 5 deer, seeing that all 5 of them got bred, if they had one baby, like if each of them had one yearling, that's 10 deer this year that are now gone. If they each had 2, that's 15 deer that would have been here this year. And that's crazy to think about, but the state's regulations can only do so much. They control the whole state, border to border. But we control what is in our hunting area, what deer are going to be local to us. I'm not saying we can't shoot doe, I'm not saying don't do it, but if you're seeing deer numbers decline in your specific areas, which certainly I feel like over the past 4 to 5 years, it's been a steady decrease in the number of deer that we're seeing. I've kind of reshaped my thinking for sure, at least up in New York, where we do so much work with food plots and preparation. That's really where we have a bulk of our land. We don't hunt a lot of acres, but up in New York, for sure, it kind of just changed my thought process to, maybe instead of just going in there to kill something, we need to think about how we want to manage these deer. We need to think about the future. Okay, if I take 3 to 5 doe out this year, that means, there's a good chance that's 10 to 15 deer that are not going to be there next year. Like for us, we're a small part of that management in our area, but every little bit helps. Well, Tag and Brag Nation, as always, we're going to send you off with a little bit of footage from last week. Dee and I are actually going back up to New York today because they actually have a chance of snow today, so we're figuring if we get a little snow, we can get back on the big and beastie brassicas plots and get Dino a buck on the ground. I know he's chomping at the bit. The kid wants to pull the trigger on something. We got a couple good bucks still working up the land up in New York, so that's what we're after. We cannot thank you enough every week for coming in and spending some time with us. Have a safe and successful week of hunting, and we will see you right back here next week on Tag and Brag TV. Later.
It's about 10:30, and we're gonna slip out here and some lunch. It's November 28th. Joey's birthday. Sitting up here in some fog before. But this is some thick shit. It's a bacon cheeseburger. We were hoping hoping for the fog to lift, but the fog never lifted, and therefore we didn't see any deer, because they ain't moving.
You guys see anything out there? I sure didn't.
It's bad. It's pretty bad. It's gone. Something's... They vanished.
Coffee, I need that.
What are we doing here? There's no deer. There's no deer. There's no deer. We are set up in the shit house for opening day of Ohio gun season with our lovely friend, Mr. Lee. I think we're coming in here with our guns. Is alive. I have no idea how, but I think this thing just survived. Oh, my heart's pounding. I freaking flying this drone, and I just clipped that freaking tree. Almost. I have no idea how, but I think this thing is okay. Oh shit.